From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning. This is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Monday, September 22nd. Our first story is on the national side. Amid signs of an already cooling labor market, there are new concerns over job cuts. Resume.org's survey of 1,000 U.S. business leaders found 6 in 10 companies plan to lay off workers next year. 1 in 3 say they'll implement layoffs before the end of this year. According to the report, economic uncertainty is the main reason given for the job cuts. Workers most at risk are high earners and those lacking AI skills. Moving over to the local side, for the second time this year, Lincoln Electric System is proposing another rate increase. Electric rates would rise 3% starting next year, according to LES during last Friday's Finance Committee meeting. LES's vice president says the proposed adjustment is due to the rising power costs and transmission expenses beyond the company's control. LES adds they're looking at internal budget reductions. A public hearing on the increase is set for October 9th, with the board voting on this issue on October 17th. Your third story this morning, according to National Nurses United Union, more than 80% of the registered nurses they have surveyed have experienced violence in the workplace. It's a national trend, and here in Lincoln's healthcare community, by the numbers, it's a similar story. According to Bryan Medical Center, there were 730 incidents of workplace violence in 2024. So far in 2025, that number is just over 700, but officials claim it's not necessarily due to an increase in extreme incidents, but rather an increase in reporting more of them. And you can find more of this story on our website, 1011now.com, for more details on that. Your fourth story, families and friends of Kennedy Demuth, a longtime bartender at the Corn Crib Bar in Belgrade, honored and celebrated her life on Saturday. Belgrade's a town of just around 100 people, but the streets were lined with parked cars, and Demuth was found shot to death in her Columbus home last Wednesday. She was very close to the Cornwells, the owners of the bar, who held the event to help Demuth's family cover funeral expenses. 25-year-old Jack Reeg is currently in custody for her death, facing a charge of second-degree murder. And wrapping things up with your final story, while it was a tough weekend for the Huskers, Memorial Stadium was filled on a positive side with high fives, hugs, and hundreds of people for a special event called Husker Heroes. The free event gives people with special needs and their families the chance to meet and interact with Nebraska athletes from all sports. Husker Heroes is organized by the One Coalition, a group of local nonprofits advocating for and providing services to people with special needs. Husker Heroes has been a tradition since 2010, and this year, nearly 1,000 people attended. That is your Morning Pulse for this Monday morning, and we'll wrap things up with a look at your 7-day forecast. Calm this morning, but again, weather alert day for storms later tonight.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.